Mr. Fresh leaving me hanging. It's okay.
I got you, bro. I got
George
you.
leaves me hanging. Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to the Calls from Beyond live call-in show hosted by myself, Austin from the Truly Bizarre, and the ever so lovely Miss Black Cauldron.
Hey, y'all. Hey. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
We
Hey,
can
y'all,
always
hey.
hear you. But we got Mr. Fresh in the building.
What's happening?
We got George in the building.
I didn't mean to just give myself a sound effect. That was for everybody. That was for everybody. That was a group sound effect.
All right. Well, we're going to get right into it. If you see the number down below, go ahead and start hopping in the call-in wait line. So here's the thing. So there's going to be some changes here at Calls from Beyond. So we've kind of convoluted it a little bit. It's kind of turned more into a talk show, which is fine. But we're going to get back to basics.
I was like, did you have your own sound effects tonight?
She said, actually, George, I can take it from here.
My bad.
So we're going to be running until 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time now.
Yes.
We're going to only take calls. We might have some conversation back and forth, but we want to keep it simple and concise and to the point for the live stream. One for your guys' time, but also for our time. If we don't get any calls in the first 30 minutes, we might just wrap up the show. Because what are we going to do afterwards here? We're going to make more content. We're on a content. I was going to say, we're going to get into that here in a second of what we have going on. But I just wanted to let you guys know, go ahead and call the line now. It is completely free to call in. If you do want to skip the line, it is a $10 super chat on either the Truly Bizarre, Calls from Beyond, or Black Cauldron YouTube channels. Or it is a $10 Cash App to $ Calls from Beyond. You do have to include the last 4 of your phone number. Now, I do believe... Didn't we make an amendment for members?
Yes, we did.
Okay.
I'm so excited. Okay.
So for members, you guys get, I don't know how many they get, but I think for now at least 1 a month. But you get 1 free skip a month.
Yes.
So we will see, and that's for members of Calls from Beyond. Just because if we did Truly Bizarre and Black Culture and Calls from Beyond, we'd be like
Calls
70.
From Beyond. I've been telling my crew over on my channel to move on over because the perks are a little bit better whenever it comes to this live. So, yes, it is only for Calls from Beyond.
Yes. So if you do want to, make sure you comment in the chat and say, hey, I would like to skip the line on the Calls from Beyond side and include the last 4 of your phone number. Shaman said Noah saged the router last week. The internet was haunted.
I know.
Sure to do
Hey,
that.
somebody said on mine,
That was
please do
wild.
not upset the spirits this time and bring us back to the green screen. Lord.
I know.
Right, I know. I was shook, and things have been very weird. Spirits are getting more bold. Aliens are getting more bold. I don't know what happened. I mean, it was a little windy, and, we live in Las Vegas, and we're never prepared
Nope.
for any type of, bad weather, whether it be wind, rain, snow. We're never prepared. But, yeah.
I know why, though.
Why?
It's because everybody didn't vote for Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Oh, we had our chance.
I wrote in Kanye. Does that
We
count
missed
for
it.
anything?
No.
I voted for me, so,
I voted for Mickey. I'm just
No,
saying.
president.
I put it. Yeah, I wrote Truly Bizarre in hopes that the person counting my ballot would have been like, "Oh, an interesting." I'm gonna look that up.
I'm just saying, mouse ears in the White House would have been kind of dope.
I know, or a cauldron.
The ones that won't get exterminated.
The ones that won't get exterminated or yadded just whap right off the rip. George is just doing some final back end things really quick, making sure the phone lines are open for you guys. But Miss Noah, let's go ahead and talk about, because you and I have been on a content grind the last few days. I mean, you had 4 videos come out in an hour.
Yeah.
I had 2 videos come out in the last 2 days.
I got one coming out tonight. Y'all know I never, ever post this late. Y'all know I never put it on. It's usually in the morning. But there's supposed to be a very interesting squabble, between the aliens and the humans.
Shout
in
out
the
to
sky.
Kendrick.
Squabble up. Okay. It's supposed to be tonight. So I made a video a little bit earlier. And as soon as I leave here, I will be posting for your enjoyment. So make sure that y'all notification bells are on my page. But yeah, we've been trying to get more content out to you guys and trying to make people aware of the call-in show. I mention it on damn near all of my videos, but a lot of y'all have not moved over. Y'all have not made the mic. Y'all got to go over here.
You got to make the great pilgrimage like Moses.
Come on, man. We got to. Because a lot of you guys' stories are scary, and they're what this channel that we're live on, Calls from Beyond, is made of. We need y'all to participate, okay? And you'll get a participation award in the form of a thank you. So
And in
if
form
you're-
of being able to hear your voice on the show.
Hello.
Right.
And I just wanted to mention, shout out to everyone that is sending me creepy stories to my email. I've started reading them over on TikTok, and y'all, I've been reading them, right? Every time I get sent, but my assistant has been helping me, shout out to Lauren, sort them out as of recent because there are a lot of them, and y'all be going through some things. So shout out to y'all. Like, I was editing a video yesterday, and my son was like, I don't want to listen no more. And I'm like, okay, go in the bedroom.
I don't think I want to listen no more.
You're a scaredy cat. So I appreciate y'all. Please continue to send creepy stories over to theblackcauldron@gmail.com without an A in cauldron. And if you have any videos that you'd like to send us and for us to review, which somebody did over the weekend,
Somebody did send us some good stuff.
Okay. You can do it at CallsFromBeyond@gmail.com as well.
Even the photos that y'all send us, I'd be like,
Yeah.
Give us the photo and the story. Because what we're going to start doing, you guys are going to see this probably tomorrow, depending on how quick we wrap this up tonight. We're going to start reading creepy Reddit stories. We're going to start reviewing what you guys send us. And that's going to be standalone content straight up just on Calls from Beyond, Truly Bizarre, even Black Cauldron.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, you've had quite some videos. Some videos come out.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, of course, we had Kaya's video that came out last week, and they show love to that. Then we reposted the ghost hunt at the studio that is no longer with us, RIP. And I suspect it's because somebody fucked around and found out on.
It was George.
It wasn't George.
No, trust me.
Actually, no.
George was such a
George
sweetheart.
was with me on the last ship out.
I was good. Yeah.
He was actually the pilot of the ship.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
Is when they fucked around and found out, they lost their whole business.
Man, listen.
They may or may not have. Yeah.
That's not listen, it's none of my concern anymore. But at the end of the day, the ghost hunt, y'all went and watched it because we had some difficulties on the back end with the first load. And then I posted the Pioneer Ghost Hunt, which was so fun. Are we still doing that? Because I would love to go back. Like, I had a great time.
I'm waiting for the owner, Steven, to get back. The Fallout event was just they had, I think, almost 10,000 people show up to there. So it was a huge event. They had to hire security. They had to hire food trucks. He offered it to me. He said, you want to make $12 an hour? And I was like, not to do that.
Not to drive out there. I need a gas card too.
Right.
But I mean, we're planning some stuff here in the future for sure. I mean, an event with somebody from a special ghost show.
Yes.
But we have people reaching out. I mean, we had a group that originally was going to do it this month, and then they kind of are pushing it back to next month. But now we're only doing it if it's like groups of 5 or more, and then that way, it pays for itself. Pays for me to go out there and Brian. But I have another content creator who is big on TikTok who wants to go do it. And I was like, dude, come. And he was like, I don't know. He's more of a true crime guy because he's a retired detective. I was like, dude, just film it. Like, if they don't like it, who cares? It's content.
Right.
But yeah, definitely. Like, I mean, we could just go back whenever, though. To be completely honest. So.
So someone said, Ray said, Noah, if you were an occult professor at my university, I would take the course. The college had a paranormal course, but that is slightly different. It is so
Get us
crazy.
in touch with your university.
And listen,
We'll do
but
courses.
what I didn't even tell anybody other than TikTok Live once upon a time, like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Is that I was thinking about going back to school and getting my degree in African American studies with a minor of folklore. And but I don't know what I would do with that degree. So it's like I have no idea other than be a professor. So it's so crazy that they said that. And then also somebody else said something. If you saw the movie Spell, what did you think of this depiction of hoodoo work? Is that the one with ghosts in it?
I don't know. What's
his name? Not his name is not.
That was bogus.
Not
No,
ghosts.
we're talking about the hoodoo. I call him Ghost. What's the dude that name? Power dude.
Oh, Amari.
Amari Hardrick.
Hardrick.
Is that who you're talking about? Because they said teach. Listen, I don't know if I have the patience. Yes, I do.
I don't know. Hey, we are entrepreneurs, okay?
No, she don't.
I'll be at the table.
She'll be grading y'all assignments late. I'm telling you.
Right. I'll be like, now, Ray, if Johnny had 2 apples.
And they're like, ma'am, what does this have to do with spirituality?
Right.
Hey, hear me out.
Hear me out.
That's like the memes where it's like the guy, he was like, if you fumbled a 10, that means you could have had her. Hear me out. Or
Okay,
now stick
right.
with me now. But we do have some callers already in the weight room.
Shout out.
Hold on real
Yes,
quick
yes.
before we get to the callers, because we do have them in there. Thank y'all
gotta-
so much for calling in.
Say your one thing before.
Actually 1.5. I loved it. It was accurate. It was very, very much so accurate. And I thought about doing a deep dive on that movie because people don't understand how powerful hoodoo is until you watch things like the skeleton key and spells. That is what our ancestors was practicing. Alongside that, because we do have callers, I wanted to let all of you guys know and give y'all a heartfelt thank you to everyone that booked the Bali trip for next year,
Shout out to the Bali
2025. And we did have a person or 2 cancel because they were in a group and they cannot attend anymore. So now I have 5 spots left. That's it.
5
That is
remaining.
all. Y'all will have to catch me on the next trip. And because I love y'all so much, I put it on sale. Okay?
Damn.
I put it on sale. So if you are interested in traveling with me and about 25 other people, please, I'm going to have my assistant put it down in the chat. You can reserve your spot. You don't have to pay off the trip today, bestie, but at least reserve it while it is really discounted.
Tell me more. What else?
Klarna.
What else good you got for me though?
Okay, so we're going to be medicine making. We're going to be praying to our ancestor in a meditation that's led by yours truly. And it's almost like a ring shout, but not a ring shout. It's a quiet one, okay?
Is it accredited?
It's accredited.
Okay.
It's accredited, okay? But we'll be doing so many things like African waist beat making, a class that does come with the history lesson behind it, and a whole bunch of other things. We're trying to do some ATVs. We're also trying to veer off of the schedule that we have that they set forth because we outside, okay?
All right, I
All
was about to ask
2025.
because if I'm a ratchet spiritualist,
I'm the hood spiritualist.
okay, so that means
We'll
that
be fine.
That means that I get to balance myself and
We pray and meditate in the morning and twerk at night, okay?
Mimosas?
That was
Mimosas and
perfect.
meditate?
Listen, shots and meditate,
Shots
okay?
and meditate.
So real quick, so a question about Bali. So what's all included for this price?
So we get, I believe it's 5 dinners, 6 breakfasts. Don't quote me, okay?
Don't quote me.
City transports. The only thing that you have to pay for is your flight and away from the airport, which I'm taking care of for the ladies and gentlemen that are coming with me. I'm taking care of everything when it comes to transportation from the airport. But it's all the activities, everything is included. You do probably have to pay for your lunch, but if y'all look up the currency exchange in Bali, y'all don't have to worry.
'Cause I heard you could get a petty
don't.
and mani for like $12.
No, you can get the petty, the mani, and the massage for like 30. When I tell y'all our currency is different than theirs, you don't have to worry about it. So
So we got 5 spots left, y'all. If you want to
Yes.
come turn up with me and Miss Noah and do some spiritual
and all
stuff.
the other people, it's so crazy how they said it wasn't gonna book out, and
Listen,
now like,
Listen, they was doubting us. They didn't think we could make it.
yep, never would have made it. Okay, we can get to the calls. Go ahead.
Yeah, so before we get to the calls, we do have some from last week that we did miss because of the internet.
Yes.
But also, because we are cutting down on the time that we are doing the show, we did have to implement a timer. So, George, I don't know if you have. I think he's pulling it up right now. We do have a sound effect that'll play when you have a minute left on your call. We're not trying to rush you. It's just we want to make sure we can get through to everybody.
Yeah.
And we've already got several of you in the queue, so we want to make sure that we can get to everybody before we have to close down for the night. So whenever George has that, we'll play that sound and we'll play it a couple of times just so you guys familiarize yourself with when you hear this sound, that'll mean you have
You
a
gotta
minute
stop
left.
the talking, y'all. So we really gonna be sticklers when it comes to the timer.
Yeah.
Because we want to make sure that we honor and respect other people who have been waiting in the queue as well.
Right, and then make sure. And one thing that
He's playing sounds. He's just trying to figure out which one he wants.
Which one?
Because
we're gonna use.
it's got to come from the soundboard already.
Sorry. And one thing that I do want to advise people that are in the queue to get on here is if you have a TV that's capable of watching us, please turn your TV on so you can see the timer. Because I noticed when I called in, whenever I was absent, I couldn't see none of the comments because I was just solely on my phone.
So maybe if we can see the timer, maybe we should announce when it's down to like the last 30 seconds, let them know because
play the sound.
it's still going to be a delay on YouTube.
Yeah, there
that
will be a
is true.
30-second delay. So
Yeah.
what we can, and also what we'll do is like, there will be a little bit of formalities and stuff. You guys always love calling in and say how much you love Noah and George. So
Thank you.
we won't start the timer right there, but when you
Start
really
the timer
start,
when they get into their story.
yeah, when you get in your story, then
feel
we'll start the timer up. And George is on it. George, if George is on it, that means it'll be done right.
Yep.
Don't let me do it.
No pressure here, George. You got this.
Listen, you're the engineer. You got it.
Here we go.
Do we have any other callers from last week?
That is the first step, is finding. We had a 702 number, so
702.
Uh-oh.
Shout out to the
Sweet
local.
home.
but the 702 number will have to wait because I do see a caller that was in here from
702.
Okay,
Hold
don't
tight.
hang up. Don't hang up.
So
702.
when we
Hang up
call
on
your
us,
number,
702.
we're going to call the last 4. When we do that, then you will press *6 to unmute your phone, and then we'll be able to bring you into the call.
The 702 number, we should just pull up and do it live in the parking lot. Like, what's happening?
Yeah, just come on in.
last 4 digits are 4922.
4922.
*6 to unmute yourself. Caller, you're in the room.
Hey,
Welcome back.
what's up, guys?
Welcome
How's it
back.
going?
How you doing? Well, my name is Wayne. Actually, I'm out of Miami,
Hey,
Welcome,
now.
Wayne.
and I want to tell a crazy story about this psychic because I know a lot of people doubt psychics.
Mhm.
A lot of people have their skepticism because they're like, "How in the hell someone can see the future?" Well, I got a bomb ass story. So
Mhm.
check this out. Back in 2015, I was interested in this chick. She was a teacher.
Mhm.
And one day, we was hanging out at her place. We were smoking some weed. She had her little weed, but she was running low.
Mhm.
And I was like, well, shit, I don't want this night to end because I'm trying to, trying to do my thing. So we were getting low, and I knew my stepbrother, he sold a little something. So I hit him up like, hey, man, come bring me something. So he's like, all right, I'll be there in 45 minutes. Make a long story short, boom, he get there. I get it from him. I went back to the girl's spot. We kicking it, we talking. We ain't getting to that weed bag. We still smoking on hers.
Mhm.
But she was getting tired. And I was like, damn, okay. So she was like, man, I'm about to go to sleep. I was like, hey, no problem. I'm going to head out anyway. I'm going to go to IHOP. So boom, I went to the crib, put the little $40 bag he gave me because I didn't want to be riding with that,
Mhm.
And then went to IHOP. I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? I got the munchies or whatever. And in the middle of me eating, this is about 12:30 at night, I get a call from this psychic that I was dealing with for a while. And she said, Dwayne, be honest with me. You got some weed, right? I said, yeah, I got some weed. He said, okay, tell me the truth. Did you put it to the right of your bed? I said, yeah. In the drawer? I said, yeah, it's in the right. He said, okay, listen, baby. When you go home, I want you to check it because I see something white in it and your spirit just appeared in front of me and it's looking sick and looking like, it's been laced and you lost your mind. I said, what? So anyway, I went home after I got done eating and I went to that drawer that was on the right of my bed and I did check it and I did see some powdery white substance in it.
Oh.
Whoa,
And I ended up throwing it away. Yeah, and I ended up throwing it away. And I was blown away. It came from my stepbrother, and I believe he did that on purpose.
Yeah.
Trying to mess me up.
Oh yeah,
Trying
for
to be a
sure.
hater. Oh my
Exactly.
gosh.
That's
And
Looks
if
like
she
you
said it
dodged
would
a
have
bullet.
destroyed my life,
Listen.
yeah.
I
She
have,
said it would.
Oh, go ahead.
No, my bad. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I have a great aunt right now, and in the 70s, very late 70s, early 80s, she was laced in that way, and she has been dependent
Yeah,
solely
she's never
on
bounced
us.
back.
No, she literally had a baby, and in New Jersey, and they called the hospitals like, we're not releasing this baby to this lady. You need to fly from
Wow.
California, talking to my grandmother, which is her sister, and come get this baby.
Because we
Yeah.
can't release her to her.
Wow.
She was never the same ever. And it wasn't just her. It was like 3 other people on their block, and they were all old teenagers, 18, 19 years old, smoking tree and, that embalming fluid and other powder, whatever it is. It really jacked her up where she never lived a normal life. We've always taken care of her.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah,
I'm
so
sorry to
I'm
hear that.
glad that you had somebody looking out for
Looking
you in
out
the
for you.
spiritual realm.
But think about the irony though.
Yeah.
Right.
We got
Like,
1 minute left, by the way.
She was gonna be smoking that with him.
Right.
Yeah.
So the fact that she got tired, like her
Her
folks,
ancestors,
her folks
was like,
All right, let's reel it in.
Yeah.
right.
Let's reel it in.
Come on now.
I
That
know
is
you want
crazy.
this tonight, but you might want to go ahead and go to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Oh,
Wayne,
yeah.
thank you so much for
Yeah.
telling us that story, man.
Yes,
That was
I'm glad you
incredible.
called back.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you for calling back.
That's
No
definitely
problem.
going
Hey,
on
listen,
TikTok.
I gotta Man, I got a gang of stories with this lady.
Man.
That'll blow y'all mind. I
Call
promise.
back,
I got at
please.
least 10. All right, we'll do.
Yeah, you can always
Yeah,
call
yeah,
back.
you
You
can
can
always
always
get back
email
in
us as
line.
well. Whatever, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, like please email me the story, email us,
Yep.
whatever. I'll read it on TikTok and I'll send you the link back.
All right, no doubt. Hey, man, y'all take care. Thanks for letting me get on.
You as well,
Sure.
Wayne.
Have a
Take
good
it
one.
easy.
Damn.
All right, peace.
That's okay. I grew up with 9 kids and 4 of them were stepbrothers and sisters. I would be devastated.
Yeah.
Uh,
Eh, eh.
think about the experiences with some of your step siblings.
I'm sorry, that would not surprise me. You know,
That's what I'm like,
hateration
yeah.
and holleration, it was always in the dancery, but damn.
What's the dancer?
Oh, you don't know that? You don't
No.
know that, Mary J?
No.
That's
Chat,
'cause
tell him.
he ain't got his black card all the way.
I'm trying
I didn't
to
grow up that way.
I'm trying to
we
indoctrinate him into the
we
light
trying.
skin.
Just so you know that last callers, the topic got us like shadow banned on TikTok.
Oh no, really?
Oh,
On hers or
TikTok.
yeah,
ours?
they're like restricted content. No, for Noah's.
Oh my God.
But hey,
Womp,
we got
womp,
10
womp.
strong in there. You guys.
We do have 10 strong.
Yeah, it always does
Keep
that
tapping. You've already got
whenever
7
we-
roses. Thank you for those 7
Thank
roses.
you so much to my TikTokers that can't see the live because I feel like whatever system we're using, I'll be having consistently at least 100 people in the chat with me whenever I go on my normal. So shout
Right.
out to y'all. I appreciate it. We got another call though.
Yes, we do.
Damn, that was a good
That was a
story.
great
Man.
story, and he was like to the point, and I was like, damn.
Damn.
What would you do if somebody
Yeah.
tried to lace you?
Kill him.
Yeah.
See,
somebody just said on site.
3594. 3594.
Shout out to Vegas.
star 6 to unmute yourself. Call.
Hello.
You're
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool. So it's really quick. It's like a really quick story. It's like an astral projection one because I saw that you posted like a video and I like watched it. And it was like, well, I've been in my spiritual bag for like 4 years now. But like last year I was like pulling myself out of like a spiritual prison. And I was like really into something and I had went to sleep. And I had this night I didn't meditate and I wasn't even thinking about like astral projecting or anything. I just went to sleep. And I like just started like floating in the sky. Like I had on like jetpack shoes. Like I was just floating up to the top.
Yes.
And then my son woke me up. So I was like, oh my God, no. Like I was doing something. He woke me up. So then I just go back to sleep. And I started doing the same thing. I started going right back into the sky. Like I had on like jetpack shoes. And then the sky was light. Then the sky was dark. And I was in the clouds. There was no clouds. And the next thing I know, I'm just looking at like this blue like glass over me. And I went from being completely upright to being completely like laying back horizontal on my back. And when I went to go touch it, because I was thinking it was the firmament because I was doing a lot of research on the firmament at that time, I had went and I had stuck my hand through it. I had pulled it out and then I had blew an air bubble in it, like you would like blow some in water, like you're looking down into it. And then I just woke up out of my sleep. And when I woke up, I was completely wet. Like I had jumped into a pool and my house was 63 degrees. It was freezing inside. The heat was there. And then my mom, I was like so freaked out. I told my mom the next day I had went to her shop and her client in the chair just happened to be, she does the Akashic Records.
Right.
And she was like, baby, that wasn't a dream. She was like, you were astral projecting.
Yeah.
And then she was like telling me a whole lot of things. And it's crazy because I'm afraid of heights. But for some reason, I wasn't scared. And like, it was just the most like craziest experience that I ever had in my life. But I'll never, ever forget it. And yeah, I'm trying to do it again. But
Right.
that was
Okay.
it.
I want to let you finish because I recently astral projected too. And I used to say I'm too clumsy. I'm gonna be like that little boy from Insidious, and I'm gonna let go of my cord, and I'm gonna be lost in the damn wherever. And I did it, and I didn't do it on purpose. My body started vibrating, and then all of a sudden, I think like spiritually, it was like, we're not gonna show you leaving your body because you're not gonna do it. And it felt like I had jetpack shoes on, and I was like, anywhere that I just thought I could go. And then the next morning, I woke up. And I forgot about it. And I went about my day and I told him, I was like, oh my God, I forgot to tell you. Last night I went flying. And he was like,
Wow.
The look that he just gave me just now, he looked at me like, you stressed me the hell out, lady. Like, but it's true. Astral projection is real. And it's not like, oh, it's a dream. No, some people are able to astral project and go and look at people. How do you think your ops be knowing what you doing? You know, like that's
wish they would roll up.
Listen, you can literally go visit someone. Like our aunt is real good about that. If her boyfriend or whoever she dealing with is in another state, she'd be like, I'll visit you tonight, and can tell them like what they had on and what they were doing. So
She just has a camera in their room
It's
secretly.
crazy. Oh,
No, you're good.
no,
You're
go
good.
sorry
ahead.
to cut you
I
off.
talked your last
it's
minute
crazy
away,
you say
so
that
go
because
ahead.
my baby daddy, he's actually in prison right now, like all the way in northern Nevada.
Mhm.
And one night I felt like I had something really like crazy to tell him, and I had a dream that I was talking to him. And the next day I had a phone call, and he was like, "Did we talk last night?" And I was like, "Bro, I had a dream that you were sitting on the side of my bed, but I could see us talking." And he was like, "Me too." He was like, "Did you have this on?" And I was like, "Oh my God."
Yeah,
I'm
he's an
getting
astral
chills talking about
projector
it right
too.
now.
So,
And it's like,
listen,
he's not even spiritual.
no, you don't have to be. You don't have to be. It's crazy because astral projection is just a thing. I mean, the government used it to spy on the Russians 50 plus years ago. So you don't have to be a spiritualist to know how to do this. So I believe you. Absolutely. Thank you again.
Yes,
for
thank you for calling in.
sharing.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, you have a great rest of your night.
Thank you.
You guys are good. Bye-bye.
Was
Thank
that
you.
our Vegas number?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even
She
realize
said
that.
Northern Nevada.
That's what I asked.
That's why I said shout out to Vegas.
702 in the
Yeah.
house?
Listen,
Do you guys even
Yeah,
have
I'm a
702
desert
numbers?
unicorn, born and raised.
Yeah,
Shut
me too.
up.
George and I
There
are.
we
And
go.
so, okay, so,
Yeah,
so
so-
is he and George, and I was like,
that is.
it's such a transient state. I
Oh,
was
it's your alarm.
like, I was
Yeah.
like shocked that I said, for real?
Yeah,
Y'all
George
was
and
born
I are.
raised here?
I think Danette too. Desert babies.
My kids are desert babies. Too.
Yep.
Hey,
Yep. Desert
what's that
babies.
for?
Sunrise Hospital.
You were born at Sunrise?
Yep.
Valley.
Oh my gosh.
Sunrise,
Right? Hey.
Sunrise tried to kill my baby.
Yes, I only had one there, and I said never again.
My son was born at Summerlin. He got the bougie treatment.
My
Mine
kid, the
too.
other ones were born at Mountain
We got
View.
Mountain View kids.
See, I'm close to Mountain View,
Oh,
so
you had the fancy prenatal thing.
Yeah, you know, we got the steak and
Yeah.
shrimp, you
The
know,
steak, shrimp.
birthday cake.
I think they gave her a bunt cake.
Yeah, they gave us a steak, shrimp, and I mean colossal shrimp.
What?
Had the
No,
little
I had some
Hawaiian
over
we
here in,
flowers
had
in
the
and out.
iceberg salad. It was wrapped with the cheese.
It was so fancy. A bottle of what's that fake champagne apple cider and
Yeah.
a cake.
Damn. And this was Mountain View?
Mountain View, bro.
If you have another baby, have it there.
The one right by the 95.
Yeah, that's why
What?
we had all
I
of our
love
kids
Mountain
there.
Damn.
No, it's lit at Mountain View.
Yep.
And they played a little baby noise when you had your baby.
Yeah, over the loudspeakers.
Oh, they
played
did
a
that.
lullaby,
Yeah, they did that too. We were. I was so frazzled by the whole. I wasn't
I
paying
was
attention.
fried. I was like, "Is that for my baby?" And she's like, "Yeah, it's for your baby."
you're like,
I'm
"Great."
like, "Great." Yeah.
But thank you so much for calling
Thank
in. Glad to hear
you.
some 702 in the house.
You.
That is insane. I be forgetting that I live in Las Vegas.
Yeah, we should have been like,
sometimes.
what high school?
No
Chevy
phone ass
ain't-
and stuff like that.
Listen, how much you want to bet? No, it's too many. It's too many.
There's too many schools here. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Chi
of valley
Town though.
people.
George is half Chi Town. Because he went to Northwest, but he got to play sports for Cheyenne.
I'm half Chi-Town.
Half Chi Town. I'm full Chi Town. I ain't got no choice.
Bro, I was
LVA
living-
didn't want me.
You know what? Shut up. Not they didn't want me.
LVA didn't want me, so I went to Cheyenne.
I think never mind.
All right, who do we got next, Mr.
We
George?
can't expose ourselves that bad.
Let me pull up this because we've had a lot of callers start
I
to
went to
jump online. So
Lancaster
this
2 weeks
is,
ago.
I went to Valley.
No,
in
no,
Sacramento.
no, I meant like
I
Lancaster,
know
California.
Lancaster, California.
That run down. Oh my god,
I know.
desolate there. I rolled in and I was like, damn.
That's the part of
Remember, if
Southern
you
Cal
called
that
in,
nobody wants to live in.
If you called in last week and we didn't get to you because the Wi-Fi crapped out, make sure you call back in. I have those numbers saved. But our next number will be 3495.
Shout out.
3495 is the last.
Star 6 to unmute. While I crack another Red Bull because I don't have any self control.
You,
Hello,
I
can y'all
don't.
hear me?
Call
Hello.
Hey,
Hey, how y'all doing?
good. How are you?
I'm good. This is going to be really, really short. This experience happened to me when I was a kid in the 80s.
Okay.
I woke up one night and I went into my mother's room, and I said that it wasn't. It wasn't. I don't remember any pain or anything like that. But I woke her up. She took me to the bathroom, and she looked at my wrist, and my wrist was like a razor blade cut all the way down to the bone. She looked around my room and she could not find anything that could have done it. And I shared a room with my brother, and there's no way he could have done it because he was in a dead sleep. It was just my mother, myself, and my brother that we lived in an apartment. Luckily, my mom was a nurse and we went to the hospital. They expedited us, so I had to get stitches. I probably got about 15 or 16 stitches. And I have this scar on my wrist to this day, and there's nothing, no way it can be explained. And I've had different experiences as far as like the dreams and stuff like that, but my dreams are normally bad. If I have a dream and I remember somebody in it, it's something that's very bad that's going to happen. Like when I was in high school, I had a dream about somebody at Thanksgiving, and the next day, and the PA said, you had that long Thanksgiving break.
Yep.
And the next day over the PA system, they said that his name was Byron Gee, was involved in a car accident. He did not survive. I'm sorry, I know it was a mouthful, but I wanted to get it quick so that just to get.
You're good. You still got 2 minutes and 28 seconds. You all right? Take your time.
No, I'm just glad that nowadays people are more open about this because it makes you seem kind of crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You can't. And I believe there are more things out there than what we know. Because I think it's in my thinking. My grandmother would have dreams about stuff like this as well. Like when my cousin passed on, she dreamt about, my cousin, saying goodbye to her. So, that's about all I have.
No, you're good. I mean, it sounds like you come from a family of seers. And the method of seeing is in dreams, premonitions, feelings, different things like that. As far as the cut goes, like I said, I can honestly say sometimes whenever you are sleeping, you do FAFO a little bit, right? Because I told a story whenever I wasn't here about how I was astral projecting and I went into a place with people, celebrities that I was not supposed to be in. And I had, I forgot to show you them. And in the dream, I had 2 cuts, one right here and one right here. And I woke up and do you see the scar?
I see them.
I ain't never been cut on my hand ever. So sometimes
was
just
it
happens
razor
like
sharp?
that. It looked like, so I went into the astral plane. I accidentally stumbled upon, and this is, you know what? I don't want nobody saying nurse on me. Nurse, come and get her. I have been covering Diddy for a while, and I will not even cover him anymore because of this, because I went to sleep. I astral projected, and I was in this place with other travelers, and it was like this show of different celebrities, but I only recognized him in this quote-unquote dream. And I had a slit on the front of my hand, and I looked in it, and it was filled with this nasty green stuff and garbage. And it was 2, one right here, one right there. And when I woke up, I was in a panic, and I looked at my hand. I'm like, oh my God. But then later on that day, I looked, and I have a scar right here, right here. I didn't have that. So I'm trying to figure out where they came from. So sometimes you can, in that way, just be careful. Yes. I would recommend for all my seers, because there's plenty of people in the chat on all platforms saying that this is a thing. Put mugwort, salt, sage, and lavender, little rosemary underneath your pillow in a little satchel, a bag, and keep a glass of water on your nightstand just to keep you safe during the night whenever you're traveling, in your dreams, and different things like that. But thank you so much for calling.
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to travel.
I didn't either.
I don't want to travel at all.
Guess what, brother? I just said I don't want to travel. I'm too clumsy. I feel like I'm going to get stuck out there, and I'll be in a coma, and they think that I'm on my deathbed, and really I'm stuck. But sometimes spirit will literally push you out of there, like it did to me a couple times in the last month. So just be safe.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling. Hope you have a great rest of your night.
Nicolette said in the chat, that's happened. I've heard, listen, after that happened to me, do you know how many people that came up on my FYP on TikTok said the same thing?
And you didn't know a single one of them?
No, not one of them. And it's because he plays in the astral plane a lot, like a lot of celebrities do. That's
Did he
why.
does?
Hell
Well, yeah,
yeah.
I wouldn't want to be where he's currently at.
I wouldn't either, because that's the only freedom he get is whenever you go to bed and he astral projects. And I said, I'm not covering him no more. Whatever you got going on, listen, you got it. I won't be talking about you no more, sir. But it's just crazy. Like there's a couple of celebrities that do that. So, but yeah. I think we got a full house tonight.
We got a full house. So who is the next one, Mr.
Our next
George?
caller will be last 4 digits 2093.
2093.
Dang, they heard no show. If we don't call them right in.
Yeah, because
Caller.
listen.
You're in the room.
Hey, hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm well. I wasn't expecting to be next in line that quick.
Oh, thank you for holding on. I know
Sometimes
it's a little bit of a wait, but I appreciate you for hanging in there.
Oh no, it's no problem at all. I'm a very patient person, so I'm just happy to be. I'm happy to be in the number. Shoot.
Absolutely, better than me. Microwave girl.
All right. All right. So I don't know which one to go with first. I'm gonna try to keep it short and simple, but long story shorter, I'm a preacher's kid on both sides of my family. And I've always had experiences with the supernatural, always, for as long as I can remember. Even now to this day, I get visited by owls. They'll congregate outside my window, and I'll hear them, you know, constantly going. Or no matter what part of the house I could be in, they're in close proximity. But the first time it happened, an owl was flying towards me in a dream, and I woke up out of my sleep. And then the second time, like I was hearing him, I would go outside, I would look for him, but couldn't see him. And then it got to the point where there was a hurricane that passed a couple of years back. I was walking home from the store, and what I saw was like a tree branch like fall out of the tree. I'm still walking up the street. I look to the side of the hill. It's an owl sitting on the side of the hill, like in arms reaching me, looking me in my face, like watching me walk by. I was listening to music in my headphones. My headphones, like they stopped, the music stopped playing. And when it turned its head and flew back up into the tree, Hallelujah comes on in my headphones by Shayna Wilson. I'm like, okay. But long story shorter, I learned how to see in the dark when I was little, because it wasn't the dark that was scaring me. It was what I was seeing in the dark that was scaring me.
Yeah.
And then when it went from seeing it in the dark to seeing it in broad daylight, that kind of just shifted a lot of different things for me. I was about probably 7, 8, or 9. I was sitting in the basement. It was broad daylight outside. I'm looking at the old 2 big screen TV we had in the basement.
Yep.
And to the right of me is the laundry room, and the lights are always off in the laundry room. And my mother, she used to wear a specific getup when she went to sleep. She would wear this bright blue Chicago shirt. She would wear these little night pants, and that was what she slept in. And I heard something, and I looked, didn't see anything. Then I heard something again, and I looked, and this time when I looked, it was my mother from the neck down, no head. Now imagine hearing somebody running on the balls of their feet on finished pavement in the basement. You know how laundry rooms have like that smooth kind of like,
where it's like it's feeling like a slap almost.
Like, yeah, when my mom was being silly. Exactly. So when my mom was being silly, she would run on the balls of her feet real fast. And when I looked, it was literally her from the head down, tiptoeing on the balls of her feet across the door. I got up and ran upstairs, and my aunt was like, "Didn't we tell you about running upstairs?" And I was like, "It's right." So I was like, "What? Is my mom here?" She looked at me. She was like, "No, boy. You know your mom is in Ohio getting her training for her job." And she saw the look on my face, and she was like, "Just stay up here with me."
You're right. She said, "We ain't gonna investigate. Just stay up here, boy."
I don't want to know.
Yeah, we do have 30 seconds, by the way. Though.
That part. That's it. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna try to call in another day.
That's a great place to leave it.
Thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
You have to sleep with the lights
Thank you
on.
for having me.
We don't have basements here, but I
All
would
right,
be
bro.
going down if we did.
I think if I were to have a basement here, it'd be the most illuminated part of my house.
Yeah.
Like
I
there
had
would
a-
be no corner of shadow. It would
No,
just-
I had a creepy ass basement in Ohio when we lived out there.
Oh, that's Ohio. Yeah, I mean
I
everything's
wouldn't want
creepy
to
out
have a
there.
basement here.
There was literally no lights off in the basement. It was broad daylight. So like the only dark place was in the laundry.
Nah, brother.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yes,
I
thank you.
appreciate it is just so crazy.
I slept in the basement before.
Well,
Was that
a
because you were in
finish?
trouble or?
It was a finish.
No.
No, you fucking lived down there. Like,
No, so everybody knows where I'm from.
Yeah.
So we had basements there. So when we moved to the suburbs when I was in 10th grade, we had a house with a pool in the backyard. And so I wanted to be closer to the pool, you know. And I was in high school, so like
Max and
now I
relaxing.
got the big speakers down there, like you know what I mean. I'm trying to be as far away from my mom as possible. So I took the basement and made it into my little chill spot, and it was lit.
and our basement was a little creepy, but it wasn't as creepy as the one that we went and it was a dead mouse down there. Remember we were looking for a place.
Oh, that
I
was in
called them
Ohio.
immediately. I
There's
said,
a mouse dead in here, right?
I think I know why this is not being rented out because it looks like demons live down here and there's dead mice.
There's a dead mouse in the middle of your laundry room. Do you
And
know that?
if y'all know me, I'm scared of mice. Excuse me. One thing that he did mention. So owls are supposed to. How you like your coffee, y'all? Owls can represent, like somebody said, wisdom, shadow protection. But I lived next door to some people when I was younger who were from George. I'm gonna have you say it because you got.
¿Dónde? Calle Ocho?
It's Nicaragua. Go ahead. finish.
Nicaragua?
Yeah, there we go. Okay, I didn't want to butcher it. And they looked at owls as a bad omen. I could remember coming out my door.
La lechuza?
Listen.
Is that what it's called? Is that
And
how
there
you
was
say
an
owl?
owl on their porch, and they were trying to kill it with the broom. Okay, and I'm like, what? So I go in the house, I mind my business. I'm like, okay, I'm just a spectator. Let me get my binoculars and go upstairs and look instead of just like intruding. And then the next day, like one of the teenagers who was a little bit older than me was like, those are bad omens in our culture. Someone's gonna die. We didn't kill it. So now someone's gonna die. And literally a week later, their grandpa passed.
Goddamn
So-
owls! I'd be lighting their asses up. Get the fuck off my property.
They weren't able to kill it. So it's like it depends on where you come from and what your spiritual practices are when it comes to these animals. Because I thought pigeons were like a bad omen until one literally sat on my porch. Like
They're
have
a
you ever
pest
seen
to me. They nest in my roof and shit.
Well, I was doing root work.
And
I was specifically asking for protection, for
Right.
prosperity,
And you were beat with
guidance.
one.
I did get my ass beat with a pigeon a couple times. I always welcome those whoopings, but I noticed like I came out.
They make me afraid.
Well, he's scared of birds.
Listen, my mom.
feel that.
My mom has been afraid of birds.
Okay.
So I'm afraid of birds.
Yeah, so when we went to our babalao, George, and you know, he barely like he speaks broken English, Cuban guy, and
Well, how
he's
about
like,
you?
all my kids are scared of birds except for the little one. He's like, right. So I go
When
first. He
Tootie
cleanses
got
me with the
cleansed, Tootie
bird,
was weak.
and all the kids are terrified, including Mandela. And Tootie's laughing at them. He's like, "Okay, my turn." And then he comes out like this, and
He's
he
like,
gets
it tickles
cleansed.
because the bird is
Like
like
a
flapping his
TSA
wings
thing.
while you getting beat with it.
And so my babalao,
It's alive.
yes, the babalao said in like Spanish, like he's a little worried. He's not scared of nothing because everybody else was scared except for me and him, and he thought he wanted to keep it afterwards. But
How'd you say that, George?
Ese niño, ese niño es un...
listen, he ain't. Listen, my babalao
Es de
actually,
Dios.
he's
Sounds like
not.
a niño.
He's like bulky. He look like he'll.
No, he's
What is up with you?
Is his
butt-ass
first
Cubans?
first name
Oh, yeah,
Yoel
no,
and his last name
Cubans
Romero?
are-
No.
And is he bald?
Different.
'Cause
He
Built
is bald.
it might be Yoel
It's- I
Romero.
think
That
it's
might
a
be
kid.
a UFC champion right there.
No, he's really
Nah,
that. He's
We either
bulky
built
as
like
shit.
this or like we're built like super thin. Like
yeah.
like the thinnest person you've ever seen.
no,
I
he's
mean,
bulky as hell, and
rightfully
he got
so,
this
like-
thick ass gold chain to make him look like a pit bull puppy.
Right, he like this. He's shorter. He's shorter than George.
You got to see George's dad because then you'll be like,
Yeah, and like, because I don't know, a lot of people, y'all are new here. So if you saw George and he want to fight you, I'm gonna tell you right now, shoot him. We're not doing this.
Whoa.
We had
Don't
okay, so we
shoot
had a
me.
conversation about that.
I'm a
We're gonna get
nice
to the next
guy.
caller, but we had a conversation about that at the old studio. Of if we were to do like a UFC fight between the people that work at Sticky Paws, who would win? And I said George would win just on pure athleticism. Like he
Right.
would just
come on.
I did challenge everybody in the studio to a 3-on-1 fight that
Not
I
a
was
3-on-1.
almost certain that like
the only
I
one.
could
I think
win.
we all agree the only one who would give him any inkling of a problem is me.
Like, yeah.
Yeah.
And it would probably be like
But
a solid 30
I would
seconds to a minute.
literally, I
Oh,
would
y'all
just
wanna
go
fight
and attack
fair.
you, Austin. You're
I'm
my first
kicking,
one.
I'm
big
kicking
as
George
shit.
in the balls as soon
No,
as we
this
start
is like
fighting.
in a UFC, like in the octagon, like we put gloves on.
I don't care in the octagon. You get hit in your balls, you're
Yeah, I'm
gonna
running.
be hurt a little
I'm gonna
bit.
wear
He's
steel
Disqualified.
cup.
Mandela, round
He's
one.
big
Steel
as hell
cup.
for no reason, and it really is for a reason because he's an athlete. And
I mean,
imagine
I was an athlete. I'm just not no more. I just let it go.
Not this dude looked like he cracked knuckles for fun. I don't know. He's big. So like my Babalao is looking at my son and
he
he's
cracks his
laughing.
knuckles.
He's laughing, putting the pigeon all over because it's a part of the cleansing process. And my son, he's 4. He doesn't understand. After that's done, that pigeon is no more.
Meets his demise. He gets unalive.
He put him in the box after he did what he needed to do and give his offerings. And my son was like, "Can we go play with the pigeon in the box?" And I didn't have the heart to tell him like the pigeon is
That pigeon
is gone.
That pigeon ain't breathing no more, brother.
pigeon's not there because it's gone. But we'll get to the next caller.
That's like my son. Where's this gone?
Yeah, it's gone. I told him. He's like, "No, it's in the box," and I didn't want to say no. It's deceased in that box.
All right, who's next, George?
Deceased in that box. Our last 4
We got about an
digits
hour left, so
of our next caller is going to be 8730. 8730. Star 6 to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Marty wants us all to challenge George to an arm wrestling contest.
8730. Arm wrestling?
Yeah, you'd probably
What are we
win.
in the 40s?
I would never arm wrestle him. I would arm wrestle.
Are we
That's
using
my
our good
weakest
hand
part.
or not good hand?
Use my
do you mean
strong
by
hand.
George and
Fine.
Mandela know what I mean.
Use my strong
Austin
hand.
said he's using the right hand only. Right hand.
Nah,
only.
because I'm a cheater and I'm a girl. I'm using both hands. These is my good hands. I'm gonna win that one.
You would have
kinda.
to. You would have to stand up and pivot into it. Like,
For George, we would have to have me and Austin and both my good
and
hands.
horse tranquilizer.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, how y'all guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm all right. I have a couple, and I think I'll get through it in 3 minutes because it's happening recently too.
Okay.
The first one was when I had this daemon, and I started trusting this daemon. It showed me in the astral realm that there's a plate on the floor, right? And I was asleep at the time, so I didn't want to believe it. And I woke up seeing the plate. That same daemon ended up showing me that there was like cabins and stuff showing me that people was watching me. So I ended up finding out that people were actually watching me. Then recently, there was like a little sacrifice, and I started picking up on that energy where through someone else, and I heard someone else's energy, they was asking someone else, what side is my birthmark? And all of a sudden, my whole arm started moving on a certain side of where the birthmark is at. So I started picking up on like people doing some crazy things that I was a little unaware of at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And recently too, I was on the bed and I started having a little trouble sleeping, and my body sometimes contorts in a certain way, and I didn't know or don't know where it's coming from, but I feel like some of it is coming from like either close home or like somewhere or someone that I don't know. Because I do remember one time too that when I was little, my leg got pulled when I was asleep.
That is terrifying.
Yeah.
That's my worst fear. That's why I keep my feet in the middle of the bed.
In the covers, under the
In
covers. They're safe.
I hate that. It's so scary. Just the thought of it.
Do you have any advice that or any type of cleanse that I should do?
Absolutely. So, depending on how you like your coffee, which is what I tell people all the time, I practice hoodoo with a little regular de chai and a little E5, and yeah, we make it work over here. But if you're not initiated, I would recommend practicing hoodoo in this case. You need to smoke cleanse, and well, step one, don't communicate with that entity anymore. You know how in the Bible it
Gotcha.
says, the devil is here to lie to you and destroy. Some of these people,
Yeah.
some of these entities are exactly just that. Now, I do know people who use D words in their work because they're trying to achieve a specific outcome, but they also know how to appease these spirits as well. So I would just
Yeah.
back off of communicating with it and let it breathe, right? And then I would clean out your house, make sure there's no clutter because they like to, once you like rebuke them or you stop messing with them, they like to basically hide in the little corners, that messy closet that you haven't opened in a year, or in the little smalls of the corners of the walls when you're cleansing. I highly recommend everybody get one of those. You remember when we used to pick up trash? One of those.
Clean up.
Yeah,
clean
just
up. Oh,
just
the
pole.
little
Yeah, the
grabber.
gun. Just to get up in them high ceilings and make sure that you smoke cleanse your house. But before you smoke cleanse it, go ahead, cleanse your house the worldly way, making sure there's no clutter, no trash. And then the spiritual way, mop your floors with that spiritual cleansing water. Florida water will work. Homemade is even better. Then smoke cleanse, read that Psalms 23 and that Psalms 91. And that's what works for me. I done got 1,000,001, feels like it. It's probably like 5, y'all. I done got like 5 ghosts out of my house that way. And it seems to work every time. So, and when you smudge, you can use a mixture of sage, cedar. You can even use certain herbs like lemongrass, lavender,
Palo Santo.
Palo Santo. Palo Santo is good too, but for this, you want something that's gonna knock all the energy out. Palo Santo is like a protection and like a light cleanse, like a dusting.
That's what I'm
if
saying.
you
Why
will.
not hit it with the sage and then spin the block and
Yeah,
hit it
you
with Palo
can.
Santo?
Listen, I'll be wrapping all my
down.
herbs up in one big old bundle and setting them on fire for real, and have my smoke alarms going off and everything. A little bit of a pyromaniac, but at the same time, it gets the job done. So I would recommend doing that for sure.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Thank
Absolutely.
you.
Have
I
a
hope
good
you have a
one.
great rest of your night.
All right, you too.
I got to acknowledge Ray over on your chat says the guy at the top is given Pitbull in his prime. I'm vibing with the chillings. I appreciate that.
Yes,
That's
yes. And y'all just be patient with us. This is a podcast. We're conversing. A lot of the times we will accidentally talk over each other, but most time we just be vibing out. Like, at the end of the day, we're not talking about anything of substance. At the time, we were talking about arm wrestling each other. And I will win because I got 2 good hands and I'm using both of them on all of y'all, okay? So just be patient. It's a lot listening and comprehending everything. Sometimes it's a little burnt out.
To put a bow on that conversation we were having, I did cement myself as second place because Travis, my boss, decided to do jujitsu with us, and I just he learned real fast. Oh, this is what it feels like to have somebody put their hands on you. See, George and I wrestled on the same team. George is about that action.
About that action, boss.
Yeah, no,
Oh
they
my
was doing a
gosh.
lot of.
I
y'all
went
was
crazy
doing
on,
ratchet shit.
on my Instagram stories this morning. I'm just going bananas about violence.
Oh yeah, about the football player.
Yeah.
So,
I
and then
got a real quick question for mainly George. It's kind of off topic a little bit, but
oh well, let me answer this before.
Okay.
Hold that.
Go ahead.
Ray Alexander, shout out to you. They also said, tell him to not acknowledge or open doors. I know ceremonial magicians that deal with D words intentionally. I like my craft, straight nature, and ancestors. I'm not summoning or binding D words here. This is to be true. A lot of people don't know that there are people that will literally sick those kind of energies. And as soon as you open your door, that's why I tell you, I don't open the door if you hear a knock and nobody's out there. But what I will say is while you're cleansing,
it's
it
Amazon.
is okay. It is okay to go ahead and open them while you're cleansing, while you're smoke cleansing, because then you're just going to have like low vibrational D words running, Naruto running through the house. Like just open the door for that. But this person's absolutely right. I don't want to call it a man or a woman because I'm not sure and I ain't got my glasses on. But thank you so much for contributing to And before we get into the next caller or your point, can y'all please go ahead and like the live? I know y'all are pushing the hearts. That's not liking it though.
It's the thumbs up button.
Collapse the chat and thumbs up the live. But go ahead with your.
All right, so real quick.
Do you guys believe in koala bears? That has to be something crazy like that.
No, he's always random.
So with him speaking of violence in football and stuff like that, I had a question for you, George. So shout out to the Steelers. We're 9-3. I don't know if anybody knows, but you know the Steelers are 9-3, and George Pickens, he almost scored a touchdown.
Great name.
He almost scored a touchdown, and he shot his first down twice, like with his handgun.
Yeah,
and he was fined to 15 yards for whatever the penalty is associated with double shooting.
This guy's on the Steelers?
Yeah.
Oh, it should have happened then.
You know what?
No, but
don't be a hater.
So this is my problem though. Patrick Mahomes did the same gun gesture.
He's different though.
Yeah.
He's God.
But just because you're God, it doesn't excuse it. If you're gonna penalize the handgun, penalize the handgun.
Yep.
Don't penalize the handgun for the young wild guy from Mississippi.
Have you not seen the memes where like it'll be like Mahomes throws a ball into the audience and then the one guy is like, God, what a play by Mahomes. You're like, oh, shut up.
They don't care.
But somebody else gets fined.
It's
50,000.
really messed up, bro. But like, I'll say it. Light skin privilege.
Yeah.
It's
Kermit the
the
Frog.
truth.
Yeah, we really.
No,
we
think
went
about
out
it,
there and
bro.
threw the
Like,
ball.
come
Taylor
on.
Swift is here too.
Right.
Shout out
it
to
comes
Swift.
down to it's
seriously.
listen.
there is some light skin privilege in the NFL.
Okay.
Yes.
Nah, I believe that.
Just peep
That
it,
was
peep
very
it.
random.
That was very
It
random.
was random,
That was
but he said
random.
something about violence in
No,
football, and you know, obviously, gun violence. It relates to gun violence. That's why they don't want players doing it primarily. But you let the football god do it. But
Right. Well,
other
he's
people-
Patrick Mahomes.
But it cost us a touchdown.
Yeah, I did.
All I can think of, George, is that video of that guy moving his head.
You do so good, man.
Oh,
Are
Kermit's
we, are we
voice?
with
Yeah.
Kermit right now?
With Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes really does sound like Kermit.
Yeah,
You
I said
it
that
out
from
loud.
day one, and people were mad at me, and I'm like, he sounds like it. But you know who doesn't sound like Kermit the Frog? Our next
The
caller.
next caller.
Let's go.
Our next caller. And
Both-
by the
we
way,
both do that segment.
ladies and gentlemen, we're planning on wrapping this here in about 45
5-ish minutes.
So there's 8 callers in the room right now. If you want to skip ahead of the line, just make sure you super chat. $10 on either the Calls from Beyond or from the Calls from Beyond, and if not,
Black Cauldron.
Black Cauldron, Truly
Cauldron,
Bizarre, or you can
Truly
send a
Bizarre,
Cash App
or
to
Cash App.
Calls from Beyond, $ Calls from Beyond, one word.
Also, if there's anybody that is in the waiting room that is a members on
Yes,
Calls from
comment that you're a
Beyond,
member.
Comment that you're a member and you're in the queue, and we will use your complimentary one skip per
I
month.
feel like the way you said that you had to like complimentary one.
If you're not a
One
member
skip.
on
We
Calls from
did have,
Beyond, go ahead and subscribe.
Another one of our callers from
Last week.
Let's get him in
calling
here.
Get 'em in,
back
'cause all we're
Last
gonna
4
do is-
digits.
Damn, you guys are fast. We already got one. We already got a Cash App.
1068. 1068.
George, I'll text you the next one.
Copy that. I'll see it in the email.
They said $10. Let me go ahead and
1068
send an 11.
are the last 4 digits. 1068 *6 to unmute yourself. Caller, you're in the room.
Woke up and I was like,
Oh,
oh my
one
God.
second, caller. Go back.
So sorry,
Can you
so
hear
sorry.
me?
We had you muted, but we can hear you.
Can
Oh,
you hear us now?
Should I talk yes or no?
Yes, there you are.
there you are. Hi.
Hi.
We apologize for that.
Sorry.
You were muted at the beginning. So sorry.
That awkward pause, and I'm like, oh my God, was she telling us her story the whole time? Our bad.
Oh, yeah, no, I just said I took a nap because I had my final earlier today, and then I woke up and I was like, oh my God, the live.
And we passed it, right? We passed the final?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I'm
Oh,
taking
that's
it
what I'm
again
talking
tomorrow.
about.
Congratulations. Yes, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming back.
Okay.
We try to get to everybody that is waiting in there, even the people now. If we don't get to you tonight, we'll try to get you next week. If you come back, you just got to come back like she did. Thank you so much.
Well, now it's a past her final celebration story.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, that was beautiful. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you. So basically, when I was a kid, I grew up in a haunted house. Oddly enough, the house was in San Diego. I don't really hear a lot of stories from here.
It's a portal too.
Right. But so sometime in middle school, also like I can see ghosts sometimes, but for the most part, like their presence will like be so strong, I can like feel them, and it creates like a picture in my mind. Like for example, if I tell you, oh yeah, there's like an apple tree, you can picture it in your head. It's kind of like that. Nevertheless, so sometime in elementary school, I was waking up at the exact same time, like every night. I don't remember what time it was, but say like 1:25 a.m. It was like down to the minute, like sometime in the early a.m.s. And the way my room was set up, like my hallway was shaped like a letter L, and my room was on like the bottom right corner of the letter L. So looking down the hall, I could see like a little bit into the hall, but not like straight down into the hall. And the hallway lights would be off, but my room light was on. So after like a couple weeks of waking up at the exact same time, I felt somebody staring at me. So I turn around and look into the hall, like from watching TV in my room, and there's like a ghost or D-word or etc. I don't know, that looks just like my mom, like spitting image of my mom, but like maybe like a foot or two taller or something like that. I'm not sure if it was taller or if it's just because if it was floating off the ground. But like when I turn around, we look like and meet like dead eye contact. And as like it's looking at me, I can hear it in my brain, like telepathically talking louder than I've ever heard my own thoughts. And it's saying, "Come with me." And I'm sitting there looking like, oh, hell no.
George has it. Here it is.
But yeah, both saying, "Come with me." And I'm just staring at it like, oh my God. And then like it did like a little evil smile and like faded like back into the hallway. Like it backed up into the hallway. But you know, like when people walk, like they have like a little like bounce. This one just like slid straight back like it was floating into the darkness. So I start crying. I start praying. I tried to like call on the phone. Nobody answered. So then I just put the blanket over me in the hall and I ran to my parents' room, and my mom was in there like asleep. I mean, my dad too, but my mom was in there asleep, just like laying down. And I would have been able to see like if she like walked out of her room.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, I would have ran away. Come with me. No, thank you.
No,
Right, I'm good.
But you know they do that because it's so. Do you know how many times a low vibrational creature, D-word, has impersonated someone that I love? They do that so that there's a level of trust, especially whenever you're a child. Because who do you trust the most in this world? A parent, right? Or someone that cares for you, or an aunt or whatever. And they do that so that they can trick you. Like I said earlier, the devil comes to lie and destroy. I'm not a Christian, but some of the stuff that they was saying in that Bible, they was spitting facts, okay? So that's the reason why it looked like your mom, just like our other caller.
Yeah.
Who in the basement, it was his mom, but she was headless. And it was
something right there.
Listen, it didn't finish uploading. That's what it was from. It never finished
stopped the upload
uploading.
I remember you telling me stories of entities trying to
pretend to be you.
Trying to pretend, yeah.
The kids, like, I got my own story.
I mean, that's a lot of like skinwalkers too, when they mimic voices and stuff like that.
Yep. I can remember being dead in the middle of sleep paralysis and then dumped into like this lucid, which was probably astral dream. And I'm laying in bed next to what looks like him, but it's always a little bit different. And I told it out loud, I said, Demi, you can't trick me. You are not my husband. And it laughed this ugly shriek and then like literally melted into what it actually was. It was like, okay, bitch, you got me.
Wonder if mine goes, because I always get one. It's like, get Taco Bell.
Oh, man, listen, I wish it was that simple. They be looking at me and I'll be looking at it and I'll be like,
so, you looked at me.
Yes.
I looked at it.
I'm like, we have stare downs all the time. And it just comes, I carry a lot of energy. We all do. But sometimes it is literally your dwelling. So I never doubt when people say that they see these things and it's like they're looking at a parent or whatever. It's always something a little different. But thank you so much for sharing.
Yes.
Baby, I would have moved out. I would have packed my little sack. I would have ran away.
Girl, you had no choice. There's other ghosts up in there too.
Right. And if you ever want to share any of those stories, you can email us here or you can email me directly. It's my username callsfrombeyond@gmail.com. I'm collecting stories, and I've been telling them on TikTok, and it sounds like you may have some heat. So if you do, please feel free to email us.
But congrats on your finals.
Yes, congrats on your finals.
And thank you for calling us back.
Yes, thank you for calling us back.
so much.
Almost over.
That is crazy.
So we do have one Cash App, which thank you again for the Cash App. It means a lot.
This Cash App comes with
we got Tabby
bearing
too.
B-roll, bearing videos.
Oh, yes. We just got. Oh, yeah. So this is the stuff. I just made a video about this on my TikTok. So if you're not following Truly Bizarre on TikTok or Black Culture on TikTok, what are we doing?
Yeah.
But I've actually, I'm trying to up my TikTok. I'm trying to be like you, my boy, with TikTok. I'm trying to step
They
up my
don't
game.
really mess with me on TikTok sometimes. But I want to just thank Tabby314. You
What's
are
the
next in line.
Oh,
the
yes,
last
yes,
four?
Put
yes.
the last four
Yep,
of
put the
your
last
phone
four.
number in the chat if you'd like to call in.
And shout out to Tabby for us for using her 10th super chat on us.
Yeah, I
dope.
appreciate it. It's a little milestone. Thank you so much, Tabby.
10th. Damn.
Yeah. And good luck on your finals. Someone said yep.
I think it was Ray.
Yep. Good luck on your finals, love.
Appreciate you realizing I'm a real one.
Yes.
What's it, 70-70?
70-70. 70-70.
But she ain't in the room right now. What this about?
Call in, love.
All right, now don't be super.
That's our alien friend.
Yep.
I love
Peach.
her. She's a regular. I love
she
her.
is.
I love
If
her. I love her.
70-70's not in there, we do have the last four of Tabby's phone number.
Yeah, we do have 2436 we can go to if 70-70 is not in. But once 70-70 comes in and the other call is over, we will get them in next.
Mm-hmm. Because we have videos and all that good.
We do have videos,
that
yeah.
jazz, Did I already mention that?
Just for the sake of flow, we'll let her get in.
We'll
What
let
was the-
70-70 come in.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's the next one?
2436, I believe.
2436, yes.
They're also not in the room.
Oh.
Make
Queen,
sure-
no problem. Queen said, I'm a member of Calls From Beyond. But when we refer to member, we refer to paid member of the channel.
Yes.
Mari did link it. You do get exclusive content there, as well as you get one free
There we go.
Skip the Line a month. So, and it helps support the channel. Is this Miss Peach?
Yep, Miss Peach. Caller, you in the room?
Hi guys,
Hello.
Hey, Miss Peach, how you doing?
can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yeah,
can.
hear you.
I'm doing all right. How y'all doing? It's been a long time.
Listen,
It's
we
been a
still
minute.
talk about you though. Whenever we get on here, like how the lady with the alien on her porch.
Uh-huh.
that's how we always refer.
Oh my gosh.
So, and this will probably be a
Yeah,
little bit
that's
longer.
me.
I'm not gonna even hold you. I'm gonna try to keep it to at least 4 minutes. 5. I'm gonna give an extra minute because there is
Okay.
this. Y'all don't understand. This is my friend in my head, and she emailed me over the weekend and was like, "Yo, another
Oh, is this where
scripted."
the
Yeah.
pictures came from?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Mhm.
She's the
I
lady
did
that
make a
bought the
video.
nice house that got
Yeah.
the alien.
I seen the pictures. I was like,
Ghost
man,
infestation.
I made
sell
a
the
TikTok.
house.
As soon as we got that email, I made a TikTok showing those videos, and people are like, what?
Yeah. So for
Oh
context
wow,
purposes,
I can't wait to see them.
yes. Well, I'm gonna have
Yeah.
him text you the link to his TikTok, but for context purposes and people that have not been here since we came back from our break, she has been calling in because there is something. Now you live in a remote area, right?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I stay out in the country area in Louisiana. Yeah, and it's like about 4 houses out here, but they're very spaced out. Okay, so like you can't really see anything unless you go down the street or if you come in the circle and turn. Okay, so
I
there's
just have
really
a-
nothing around our house.
I have
Yeah.
a quick question for you because in the second video, there's a light directly straight across from. Is that another house or is that what you were referring to?
Yes. Yes, there is some decorations. There's a house on the side of it, and then they have like a shed or whatever, and it's decorated for their grandkids because they come and play and stuff like
Okay.
that. So, it is right there. But that has nothing to do with the images that's been on our porch. And did you get the recent emails that I sent y'all? Because
Yes.
that's what I'm kind of like freaked out about.
Yeah.
Okay, the one where you see, like, you can see like little figures standing up, and it looks like black and white clouds and things around it. Did y'all see that one? 'Cause
Yes.
that
Yeah,
one really
George
just
has
blew
it
my
pulled
mind.
up.
Also,
Okay,
and I don't
that
know.
looks like some.
Hold on, I'm trying to. No. I'm looking at my screen, and I ain't got my glasses
Or I'll
on. My
pull it up.
specs
I'll pull it
on.
up.
Because One thing that I didn't know if you were pointing to, up in the sky, it was a clear saucer. Did you see that in your picture? Is that what you were trying to?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
That freaked me out too because, you know, like every time I get some type of motion or something like that, my camera will go off. So I'll look sometimes, and sometimes when I see these images, I'm just like freaked out. I'm like, this looks like a spaceship.
Yeah.
I need to call CallsFromBeyond because my husband, he can't really relate. He's kind of afraid. He doesn't say anything. That scares me too. I'm like, babe, look at these. He said something one
He
time.
don't want to know.
When
You
we hit the
scared him.
microphone.
He said,
He
football
said,
is
"No more."
on. Leave me alone.
Yes. So, and for other context purposes, for the newbies that are here, was not during this episode that we initially talked to you. Her porch is like a hotspot for
Something
we don't know what it
extraterrestrial.
is. It's been looking extraterrestrial. It's not
My mom
necessarily
believes it's a
ghost.
portal. She does.
Yeah, I mean, but inside of your house is haunted too, isn't it? Or is that another color?
Well, not exactly that I know of. Now, there has been a time where we've put a remote down on the island. And, I mean, well, we didn't put it on the island. We're looking everywhere. We even look on the island, and then we'll turn around, and boom, there it is. There's
Okay,
nobody
that's
there but
somebody
me and
else
him.
then.
And he's like, I could have sworn we looked all over here. That remote was not there before. So we've had little instances like that happen. But as far as the inside of the house being haunted, y'all, I'm not sure. I got some cameras, but I'm scared to put them up here because I'm afraid of what I'm going to see. I mean, I haven't been harmed or anything, so I'm not scared, but it's just these images are freaking me out.
Right.
And I think it's like interdimensional something. And this actually didn't start until about a year ago. And, you know, I know y'all heard about Fern, and I strongly believe that has something to do with it. I do.
Yeah.
All this stuff that's happening. But what do y'all think about the little figures that looked like they were standing in a line to go in somewhere? And that's not a house. Whatever that little building figure is in the cloud, that's not a house.
Yeah,
But it looks like
that looks like a UFO, a UAP. We're looking at that right there, George. If you go in, and then there's another one that's way more clear. Pull it down some. Up in the sky, it's a circle.
Right above.
Right up.
Yeah.
Right up.
Like you
no,
see the
over.
circle up
you
top?
can see it like
Go
it's
to-
darkened
right there.
out. Yeah.
And then it's another one she sent that's in color in the daytime, or I don't know.
It's
That
up in the
looks like,
clouds. Yeah.
yeah. Well, you know, for the last 5 days, our back screen just went to sleep on us. But you know, for the last couple of days, it's been a record number of sightings of UAP, UFOs.
Yes,
to the
it
point
has.
where I am dropping a video tonight, y'all. I know I normally don't drop this late, but I
And
have
you're
to.
welcome to use any of my stuff, Noah. Whatever I see you want to
appreciate
use,
it.
girl, go for it, y'all.
Yes, I appreciate it because somebody said, "Girl, it's time to move." She said, somebody said, "Oh my God, this
Yeah.
is the lady with the busy porch." Yes, shout out to my OGs who know who this is, because she sent us several videos of just weird stuff. Now yours went to sleep. God damn it! But
And y'all, I've thought about it too. I asked my husband the other day, I said, do you want to move? And he was like, this is like $450,000 on land. I don't want to go right now. I'm like, okay, fine. But like I said, as long as they're not harming me, but y'all, my kid told me the strangest thing one time, and we don't talk about none of this stuff around him. And he has like a little speech problem, but I can make out what he's saying. And he was like, Mom, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, and there was someone standing right there, and he was just going so fast and on, and me and my husband just looked at each other like, we believe our baby, but we're trying to convince him like it's a dream.
Yeah. Do you have the other one, too, George, of the colored? Well, I think it was in the daytime. That one was absolutely weird. And then it was another one.
Specifically? The one with the spear where you can see the lights, y'all, recently, like on TikTok and stuff, people have been seeing those circle spears. And that thing was sitting right there. Like, there's nothing up under it. There's nothing around it. We didn't have no Christmas lights or nothing out there. Only thing we have is our porch light. Never have we seen that. It's a perfect circle. Not to mention, when I looked at it and showed my husband, I hit the microphone and I could hear the...
That's the UFO photo.
And then these security cameras are motion censored, so they're going off as...
Yes, they are.
Yeah, and I looked on Austin's computer closer, and I looked on my own phone over the weekend when you sent it to me. And if you look at the video, It looks like, first of all, it became foggy out of nowhere. You live in Louisiana. I understand that this is not a place where.
Hold on. Wait. Why was it so dark and then it just started getting lighter?
Yeah, it started. There's videos on there, George.
Yeah, I know.
That is like something happened.
I wasn't sure if it was the right one.
And
to me, when it does that, that's when something lands or something opens or something has happened, because it does it out of nowhere, like dark and then all of a sudden bright. And then I told my husband, I said, you can tell it's like a 5-dimensional something in a 3-dimensional world because it's blurry, but the bricks are perfectly clear. But all of a sudden where our bushes are, it's blurry. There's something in there.
Yes,
and then you can see little movement.
And then if you look right there up in the top corner, it's like a little face, a mist of a face. It almost looks like a ghost. Don't tell me you got aliens and ghosts, but
aliens and
I
ghosts.
I don't know.
Listen, her husband said for 150,000, we're gonna deal with all the entities.
I don't blame him. As long as you come to the house. No, but
And it's $450, y'all, $450,000. But I told him maybe we could sell it for that much, go buy us another house and start over because
you live in a
freaky,
hot spot.
y'all.
This ain't the first or second, third or fourth video where it's like your sensor is going off in the middle of the night.
But to be one of 4 neighbors, that gotta be scary.
And then we're like not that this matters, we're like the only melanated people around in this area. And it's like, I be wanting to ask my neighbors, like down the road, have y'all ever had any weird experiences? But I don't want them to be looking at me like, what are you talking about?
What do you mean?
They got a crazy color girl.
That's what I be afraid of. I mean, they're real cool, real sweet.
Yeah, but I get it. You don't even want to go there with them. So, but I can honestly say, like, you have called in several times, and it's always the same weird shit. Well, if it makes you feel any better, you should absolutely be keeping an eye on your security camera and even looking out your window tonight, because according to some, the aliens will be squaring up with the humans tonight in the sky in different areas of the world. So that's why I'm dropping.
And I really do believe they are ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really believe they're already squaring up. Because one day, y'all, like, if I open my garage and look out of it, it's pitch black. But for some reason, it looked like I could see little gray outlinings everywhere. And when I say it was hundreds of them, I'm just like, are my eyes tripping or am I seeing something? So I just closed my door. But definitely, our worlds have merged. There is dimensional stuff out here. Y'all be on the lookout and know I'm going to be sending you some more stuff. But I had to catch y'all and call in.
Yes.
What do you, I mean, what do y'all think? Interdimension, alien, haunted?
Listen,
what do y'all think?
I think you got a little bit of a lot. And since you do live in
Louisiana,
you live in a portal, okay? And then with this, so you live in a state that's already a portal. It's already haunted. The land has already been claimed, stolen, and reclaimed. So you have to really take into consideration the energies. I personally want to know what I think. I'm sorry. I know it's dark out there and you probably won't sleep well after this.
Yeah.
I personally think that you are in some type of vortex where it's a portal, yes, but not just ghosts come out.
You know what I think? I think she should get her 450.
Yeah, I mean,
I think she should get her 450 and check out.
I really think that you have a haunting of ghosts that like to play with the security camera. And I also think that aliens be out there. You live in the country.
And not only that, Noah. Yeah, I dream, y'all. And when I dream, it's like different places and I'm meeting the same people, but they're completely different. And when I wake up from them dreams, it freaks me out because I literally feel like I've been asleep for days. So I don't know. But,
if I was her, I'm getting my 450 and moving into an apartment.
Yeah, stay prayed up because I really feel like it is a portal vortex that's, you know, look at that. Somebody come look at this.
And I've seen cats just come out of nowhere. Because I can't see it. Mine's a little bit slower. Which picture y'all looking at? Because I got I've literally seen cats come out.
Yeah.
The one that looks like it's daytime.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like it's daytime, but it could be just lighting. But either way, you be safe out there and send me anything that you have.
I will.
Because the great war of 2024 is upon us, apparently.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And I was just trying to show people I have proof that there's something freaky going on. And then I'd be kind of scared, y'all, because of the stuff that happened with Andrew Dawson and all these people. And then this is my last thing, and I'm going to get off because I know y'all got other callers. But y'all, I was asleep one night and I heard people walking around the house. So I called my husband. See, I'm in the garage. It looked like someone looking at me now. I called my husband and I said, who are these people here at the property? And he was like, what people? I'm on my way. So I'm like, oh, snap. I hope I haven't done too much.
Yep.
The men in black, men in blue, whoever.
Nah, you just gotta cleanse that house, love, and stay prayed up, and don't open that door.
Okay.
Yes, and that too, because I know y'all suited and booted over there. But that ain't gonna do nothing for a ghost.
You know they got.
It's not gonna do nothing for a ghost. So you just need to make sure don't be opening your door.
You dip them in holy water and then you.
No, listen. I'm gonna give you some useless information. Don't open that door if you knock and you don't see nobody out there, or if your security camera goes off, you watch from your bed, safe and sound. Don't open that door. Nope. Don't open the door.
I'm not.
Right. Like, you can look out the
You know
peephole,
what?
but you better make sure you got your
I already see something. Yeah. So, I'm going to go back in the house, but I'm definitely not opening the door. I'll continue to send y'all some stuff. I thank y'all for having me, and, I'll talk to y'all later, but no, I'm going to be in touch with you if y'all ever come to Louisiana. Email me, hit me up. Y'all welcome to come out here, and, we'll get it popping. So, just let me know if y'all ever in North Louisiana.
Look,
okay.
His wheels turning.
Bye, George.
Thank you.
Okay.
I love
Miss Peach. Bye, Austin. Y'all have a good night.
You as well. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
I love Miss Peach because she got a mixture of a whole bunch of shit. She got a bunch of a ghost, aliens. I mean, she has shared some of the
might even say,
stuff
like, I got a
skinwalker
skinwalker on the property.
Man, ain't no telling.
It's turning into Skinwalker Ranch.
Listen, I'm letting that house go.
I'm making a new rule, or not rule, but word. It's called Portex. A portal and a vortex.
Portex.
She got a Portex. Poor thing. But her husband said we getting this $450, so I don't know.
Yeah, no. Equity is equity, dog. On it or not.
Yeah. Shout out to another one of my channel members who sent in a $10 super chat. Mortar, I appreciate you. Love you down. If you would like to call in, please leave the last 4 of your phone number in the chat so we can grab you. We also have Tabby. Tabby is 2436, the last 4 of her number. So I'm trying to make sure we get all of our super chats in.
Because we got about 20 minutes left, so we want to make sure we get the next 2 callers in, and if we have time, maybe another one. But
and I got potty, y'all. So
we're gonna take a quick potty break, and then we're gonna be cutting more. When we cut the show tonight, we're not just gonna be all right, guys, have fun. We're recording more content for you guys to watch. We ain't stopping. We're actually gonna be here till 2 a.m. tomorrow. So I just now told them though.
Got to fit it in.
Gotta fit it in.
Yeah.
Dinner on Austin. Dinner on Austin.
Yep. Taco Bell on Austin. I deserve it. I deserve it. Miss Tabby, are you still in the chat?
So we didn't get 2 for.
Oh, he said, you got not you pulling out the calls from beyond business card.
It's on us tonight.
You know what? He is so slick. I can't.
Well, because Danette just looked at me like,
Look, Danette's down for. She's like,
I mean, I guess it's a write-off. You know what I mean?
It is a write-off. What do you mean? There's enough of us here. It's a business meal.
Yeah.
We should go get some bottles too. You know what I mean? Make the most. Make the most out of it. Like, put some gas in her car.
Oh, she's in there now. I think it's. Wait, let me look at it again.
2436.
2436.
Don't have that one yet. Last 4 digits.
Are you trying to call in, Tabby? Or were you just donating? I'm not sure because it's not showing your number in there.
Mukbang Reddit stories tonight.
Hold on. Ooh, that would be cool.
Danette, do we need to we can put our order in on text right now and just have.
I'm a big back and I like the expensive items from.
It's okay. It's okay. You and I got it tonight. It's on us tonight.
Cause man, at least you know where your business debit card is. I gotta reorder mine, man. This is crazy.
Get yourself something nice from yourself.
Well, as long as we don't spend it, we'll never be broke, right?
I haven't done it. It's been just chilling there.
Hold on. I can't find Mortar. I don't know.
I don't think
they wanted
Mordor
to call
put their number in.
I do. Do I put mine? Okay.
Yes, last
yes,
4.
just the last 4, and I can pull your call until we figure out what's going on with Miss Tabby. She said she was trying to call in. I'll try again. Okay. So we'll just let it breathe for a second while everybody gets situated. That was an awkward silence.
It's cool.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
nice,
just gonna
though.
start
I'm not
playing
gonna
some
lie.
music. I'm just gonna start
nice.
that was
Everybody, put your orders in the chat. What did I get you from
Oh
Taco
yeah.
Bell?
So what are you? Okay. So I'm gonna tell y'all my order from Taco Bell.
Okay, Danette, are you taking notes?
Are
we not doing a mukbang Reddit story?
As the net usually casually throws the papers,
Okay.
she can start texting.
Because she knows that there's some for her too, so she knows. Oh,
Okay. Yeah, because she was over here. Danette is our I don't even know. That's our girl. That's our baby girl in the studio.
That's our studio child.
Yes. So she's
If
like,
there's ever drama, we're pulling up.
she's over here like, yeah, because I'm gonna get some.
she's the low vibrational being in my head going. Get to Taco Bell.
So I get a
Tabby said it's a 719 number.
719. I get Mexican pizza,
Okay.
vegetarian, extra cheese.
Oh, we should do it through the
tomatoes.
app. I can just do it through the app.
And then I order a steak quesadilla meal because that's 3 meals for me. 2.5, 3 meals for me.
But she got to get the extra creamy jalapeno.
Extra
Yes,
on
no,
creamy
of course.
Jalapeno sauce. And they got to be taco supremes. Put that in the budget too. Write that down.
It's in the budget. It's in because this is content, so we're gonna make money from the content. Therefore,
Oh man.
Yeah, and then she has to upgrade the 2 tacos to 2 soft taco supremes, which one of them gets stole by.
I do have hella rewards too. So
Hey,
he gets a free.
somebody's order sounds bomb. Let me not get adventurous. Before I was vegan, I get a cheesy gordita crunch, chicken quesadilla, and chicken enchilada burrito without the rest.
I never even knew they had a chicken enchilada burrito.
When the hell did they start having
Hey,
enchilada
so
burritos?
I get there's a box. It's you can only get it through the app. It's the cheesy gordita. Then it's a beefy 5-layer, chips and cheese. Drink, but then I get quesadilla with it.
What do you get a drink?
I gotta balance it out. I get like diets, and that's 0 calories, so I feel less guilty about.
Oh, I don't
Mario.
give a shit.
You gotta get the diet Baja Blast.
I only get Baja Blast.
We did get
the
another.
number.
We did get another super chat,
So
but
we
they just
got
said
48.45 for Mortar, and I think Tabby is. She said she called the wrong number. Just give her a second. So we'll take Mortar because we don't have a lot of
But
time.
before we do that, I just want to say thank you to Lady Lorray. She said $10 Cash App just says for donation. Love y'all.
Aw,
We
thank
appreciate
you.
it. That's gonna go
Like,
towards
y'all.
Taco Bell tonight for
Taco
the content
Bell.
you guys are gonna see this week.
Taco Bell Tuesdays.
Oh, Taco Bell. Look at you know what? I'm gonna need them to sponsor us because we be.
We'll
big
reach
and
out. We'll reach out. We're getting close.
Hey, I should buy some merch and wear it.
Nah,
Mari-
that's free
Just have
advertising.
everybody in the chat spam Taco Bell.
Mari is not even in the state with us, and she's like, "I already ate dinner, but could you get me some too?"
Everybody in the chat.
All right, we got cheesy fiesta potatoes for Mari.
Yeah. Hey, everybody, please put a taco in the chat while we listen
Put a taco
to
in the chat.
Mortar's story. Just for engagement purposes, let's take.
Oh, internal temp too
know.
hot. It did it again.
I know it's not fin to.
It is not even hot in
It's
here.
not. This is we're
Just
getting.
I'll give you this because I know you get cold.
We are.
Can y'all
We're
still hear
replacing.
me?
Yeah, they can still hear us because it's still. That's just they can't see you, but they can still hear us. The stream's still going. We're getting rid of those cameras.
Ah.
We're upgrading, but I'm gonna take one of them. But there will be another one for sale, which for like YouTube video, it'll work. It'll work fine.
Yeah.
For sale, like discounted or like.
I mean, I'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Let me know.
we
Somebody
had
might get lucky for Christmas.
2436 in the room.
2436.
Okay, but we had. Is that the other one?
What was
Hold on.
That was the first super chat.
2436 was
2346 was the
Ted.
first one. That's
Yeah,
Miss Tabby.
2436.
2436. Remember?
4.
Hey, bro. Let me know. I'm trying to surprise somebody for
2436.
Christmas.
*6 to unmute yourself. Caller, you're in the room.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Miss
Can you
Tabby.
guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hi. I just want to call about a dream that I had a month ago. I'm finna pull it up on my phone really quick.
If you still think about that dream a month later, that was a serious dream.
Yep.
Yeah. And you wrote it down?
No, Yeah, because I was listening to something online and it reminded me of the dream. And so I'm like, let me use this opportunity to tell you guys about it. So, like a month ago, I had a dream about, excuse me if I say his name wrong, about Papa Legba. And in the dream, I did not see him, but this is what I wrote in a comment a while ago. I said, in the dream, I was laying down and an old lady pulled a shirt over me and it came to my neck. And she said, Papa Legba wants to protect you. And also he was on the shirt. And then the dream just cut off and that was it. But I really don't know much about him. I only know much from what I've seen you talk about him. But I don't know why I had that dream a month ago. It was just like completely random.
Have you ever thought about initiation, or have you ever looked into it?
No, I don't know too much about it.
Well, first you have to ask yourself, are you into African spirituality, and like, what do you practice? Different things like that. I know, and I'm going to get shit on TikTok for saying this, but I don't care because ain't nobody going to whoop me. All right. So a lot of people on that app are egotistical and they be like, oh, well, Papa Legba don't know you. This deity doesn't know you. But sometimes whenever your ancestors practice something like Ifa or something that is a subsidiary of it, like Regla de Ocha, Santeria, what have you, whatever, and they are calling you to the practice, they will give you those type of messages. You can and are capable of dreaming of these spirits. They can come to you. I don't know why people don't believe that. That doesn't mean that you're actively practicing and disrespecting the culture because you're not initiated. Sometimes they will come and be like, what you doing? It's kind of time for you to get into what your ancestors practice. They will send those type of messages. Now, should you practice without being initiated? No, but it's not above, the possibility, the realm of possibility of you being visited. I mean, Yamoja, Yamaya made sure we got here safely during the transatlantic slave trade. Those who are actually from ancestors come from Africa. So I just feel like whenever things like this happen and you have not even been looking up to it, it is a calling for you to research and make an informed decision. And it could be your ancestors trying to tell you like, hey, you're Orisha, because we're all assigned one whenever we're born, whether we're initiated or not. We find out during our initiation. Maybe Ilegwa, Papa Legba. So I would just say research it, learn who he is. He's not evil like American Horror Story portrays him to be and all that good stuff. So I would just say do your research.
Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely a research person. Like, I don't, jump into something without knowing like the full spectrum of it because I don't want to be ignorant. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I definitely going to do my research on it because it's reason why I'm trying to make it quick.
No, go ahead. I talked up like
about
2 minutes
that
of your
dream.
time. Go ahead.
No, you good. Yeah, because like the reason why I thought about that dream again because of something I saw on YouTube, and it like the lady literally said the same thing, and I'm like, wow, I had that dream a month ago saying the same thing. So let me try to figure out some answers and stuff like that. So I was just curious.
They will legitimately send messages to you in that way whenever they want you or they're calling you to the practice. And I was called in a similar way. It scared the crap out of me, but it made me dig deeper and be like, okay, well, now that I know where I'm from, like my people actually were stolen, because a lot of us are under the pretenses that we all were stolen and we were not. Not all of us were from Africa. Some of us are really legit native. So now that I know that my people were stolen, and some of them were stolen from Yoruba land, and the majority of them were stolen from Nigeria in general, I made that informed decision. You see what I'm saying? So I would say just do your research.
Yeah.
Don't practice now. You can pay homage.
No, I know.
Listen, Papa Legba is a trickster spirit, and while he is the loving grandpa spirit and he can you put that in for me? I'm sorry. But while he is all those things that are beautiful, and he can be depicted as an old wise man and a little boy and all that goodness, he will turn your ass every way but loose, okay? So just be careful.
Okay.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
sharing your
I've seen
experience.
some of your videos.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We appreciate
Bye
you.
bye.
Have a
Thank
great
you.
rest of your night.
Yeah. Listen,
You guys too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
people always they didn't give my boy a I love Papa Legba. He's my favorite Orisha to work with. I love him. I mean, he be getting me.
He be getting you?
He be getting me good too. I'll be like, God, okay.
Stop it, Papa.
Let him, and then I'll be like, let me get up, please. Just let me get up real quick. But American Horror Story really,
Yeah.
I hate the way they depicted it. Is
Time's
that
up, George.
Is that TikTok? Oh no.
No, that's the alarm.
We got a couple super chats
Yeah.
while we were. Mortar said they will wait until next week.
Okay.
So please take down the last four of his number, which is 4845, or their number, excuse me. We also have a super chat from Carrie Bowberry. Thank you, love. I
Yes.
appreciate it.
And she did comment the last four of her phone number.
Yes, it's 5812.
And so a little thing to announce as well is like if we keep getting super chats towards the end of the night and you guys want to call in, we'll extend a little bit for the super chats. But ideally, I mean, we technically only have 10 minutes left, but we have a couple of super chats, so we'll try to get to them really quick.
Yes.
And yeah.
Alrighty. So, what was the first one that we had to get to in that order? Was
It was 5812.
Yes.
5812. Star 6 to unmute yourself.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Hi.
Hey there.
I'm a little nervous because I have like social anxiety.
Oh,
but
do not, because the people that said that they're
Here
nervous.
comes the heat.
Here comes the
Here
heat.
comes the heat.
One of the night.
And now we haven't heard that in a couple weeks. I'm so nervous. And then they have the scariest story ever. And I'm just like, what were you nervous for?
They're like, I was nervous you guys were
Listen.
going to be able to
I know,
handle the heat.
But go ahead, love.
I know it's crazy. It's like you're not scared of that, but then you're scared of like calling on the phone.
Yep.
But I had I have some like sort of like psychic abilities with like sensing spirits, like kind of reading people in photos, and I also get certain dreams, certain like weird dreams.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to share like a few short weird dreams that I had. But I had this one dream that was there was a figure. I get these dreams where I feel like I'm half awake and half asleep. And I was like laying in bed, and I just looked through my window. By the way, my house is over 160 years old.
Okay, you live in a portal, you mean. You live in a divot box.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
The Carfax on that is not going to be nice.
Rural area in
Yeah.
Michigan. So I'm just like on it, like 120 acres of land. So kind of in the middle of nowhere. But I had this dream where I was laying down, and I guess I was like looking through the window, and there was on the other side, there was an upstairs. So I'm upstairs, and there was an upstairs straight through the window, but we don't have an upstairs there. And I had told my dad later, and he said that's where the upstairs used to be before they remodeled it, like decades, like a long time ago. And I was looking through, and it's almost like I could, like in the dream, I can see with my peripherals, like a black hooded figure, and all I can see is like a nose coming out, but I'm not looking directly at it, I guess. And it was trying to get me to look at it and connect with it, and it was like a dark, like some sort of dark entity, and I was like, and in the dream, I'm in my head, I'm saying, do not look, because it was trying to connect with me. And I felt the desire to look, like so bad, like to look at it for some reason. And I got myself to not look, like I had just seen in my peripherals. And I woke up and I immediately like staged the whole house. And but yeah, I've had a few different dreams, like you know, the D word, like that was in the form of my brother, disfigured, crawling towards my bed.
How many stories do we hear like that tonight, y'all? Like,
I swear.
it's all people, like, they literally dress, they cosplay, and it's always different. But they cosplay to try to get you to trust them. Terrifying. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
have fun
exactly.
sleeping. I will play healing music at the end of tonight. It is a healing music
like,
at the end of the night.
yeah, for real.
Type of episode.
Yeah, and it's seriously like I'll get spirits in my dreams too. And I actually had there was a demon dream, and then there was this weird dream that I'll never forget when I was like, I must have been 8 or 10 years old, and I was sleeping before I had to get up or wake up for school, and I was walking on the road in the dream, and then I appeared in my house, and it looked like my mom, but later on somebody, like a spiritual consultant, kind of like told me like that wasn't your mom. But it was hypnotizing me, and it said it was like with some sort of necklace, and with, I don't know, some sort of, I don't even remember what it was at the bottom of the necklace, but it was hypnotizing me and said, when I count to 3 and snap my fingers, you're going to wake up. And counted to 3, snapped her fingers, and I woke up in real life.
What you got going on, that old ass house, girl? And the spirits is playing with you. And you don't, and you know, whenever I listen to these calls, especially whenever it's like you live in such an old house and people probably were born and died in it. That's whenever our psychic abilities, our gifts come out the most. And then we think that we're fucking around and finding out. And it's like, we can't help it because we lived in a non-haunted house for this many years. And then we're going into literally a spiritual hub and we're experiencing all these things. But like I said earlier, make sure, do you still live in there or no?
Yeah, I still live there. It's actually my great grandparents came from Romania like 100 years ago and bought this property. So family.
And it was only like 60 years old at the time whenever they got the house from when they moved to Romania.
Yeah, so they don't know if it was, I don't know if it was remodeled 160 years ago or if it was built 160 years ago, because it's like kind of jumbled up and now, you know, they've passed on. So I'm not sure exactly. But it's something with that.
You should look into the census and who lived at that property before your people did. You should try to do some research because I bet your bottom dollar something else was going on in that house, because there's no way that you're experiencing all of this. And always, like I said earlier, put that glass of water on your dresser, nightstand on the side of you to absorb energy, and put a little satchel full of protection herbs under your pillow. For sure.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to do that because I definitely can absorb that negative energy. And I'm like, nope.
Hell no. No. But thank you so much. I appreciate you calling in. And I appreciate the super chat.
Yeah,
yes.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you as well. I saved us $4.
You know what?
I used my reward. Sorry. There's got to be something more going on at that house though than just.
Well, Romania. Have you done a video on Romania?
Yeah, Noah.
Because Romania,
that's on the list.
Thank you.
Said, listen, Romania is a different kind of. I'm not gonna spill it.
Yeah, no. There's no need to spill the tea.
So
I just need to know if you've done the.
Nope, it's coming though. Okay. It's coming. It's a lot of portal places that I was like, damn, that's a portal. And then I went and researched and I said, God damn, that's a portal. It's a portal. Like I knew Mexico was haunted, but what the fuck is wrong with Mexico? It's very much so.
Spending all the space cash.
Man, it is horrible.
That's a niche reference.
Yeah, man, it's terrible.
Mexico, what the fuck? How do you have 4 water parks in 3 days?
Japan also like a crazy. My kids want to go to Japan so bad, and I'm like, for what?
Franny's going. I want to go.
You know what? Only thing that I can say, because my sister's husband's son is stationed in Japan, is that you do get to see a lot of technology that we don't have. But we also get to see a lot of their ghosts. Somebody commented on one of my YouTube pages that we should watch the Netflix documentary about the ghost of the tsunami out there.
Oh, the one that just like happened, I think in 2011.
2012. I'm not sure, but it's that place, baby.
Tsunamis, top of the list for me.
Yep.
Fears. Yeah.
Yes.
Because what are you gonna do? I
Nothing.
can't swim that good.
Nothing. You can't. There's nothing you can do. And if you haven't watched my latest video on Japan, again, I will be dropping tonight after I leave here, or hopefully I may be able to do it while I'm here.
Yeah.
Everybody here has a computer except for me, and I'm going to be a freeloader.
We're working on that. We're working on that. Her and I have been working in the background.
I have a desktop. I'm old school. I like to feel the keys underneath. I like to be like this. I'm like that cat. That little cat.
Oh, so I need to get you a nice keyboard then.
Yes.
Because I have like
it has
a
to be a raised.
I have the raised mechanical ones.
Yeah. I hate keyboard.
She
laptops.
types so fast it irritates me. Like that's all
Like
you
my
hear.
sister used to say, "You are the cat meme." That was like this whenever there was.
What's funny is you say she types fast, and then we were talking about it, and then she was like, "Wait, you type how fast?"
Yeah.
But 2K games whip my ass into shape with typing. That's
No, I'd just be surprised at how fast she typed because like I'll be doing dialysis in the other room.
And it sounds
And all you
crazy.
hear
and she's like, "Okay, I already wrote the next 7 videos."
Right on me, swear.
So we had one more super chat, I believe.
Okay,
I think we did. Did we?
I think that was it. No. If did I
think it
miss
might be one more.
anybody in the chat? Because Mortar said
next
that
week
they have to go. Got to make some dinner for the men. And then
we already got
we
Carrie.
got Miss Carrie. Thank you so much.
I think that's it then.
I believe it's just make sure. I know there are phone numbers that you guys are putting in the chat. If you can hear us, if you're in the Zoom meeting room, we are taking a picture of your number. Come back next week. We made good on our promise. You see, today we had 2 calls last week that we did not get to, and both of them people called today.
Whenever they got in, too. Like, you guys
whenever
will
it's
fit
straight
that
up
priority.
You got priority. I don't care what super chats.
Fast Pass, Genie Plus, where the Disney's gonna come up with next.
Yes, and before we go for engagement in both chats, comment down below what topics you would like us to cover on Calls from Beyond and the Black Cauldron
and Truly Bizarre,
and Truly Bizarre. Just real quick, first thing that comes off at the top of your head, just type it down below for engagement. And if you have not thumbs up this video, that is the way to like it. You can heart your little heart out. That does not help us get to the For You page of YouTube. Go ahead and give us a thumbs up and type in the chat anything. It could be the Orishas. I see somebody say
Taco Bell conspiracies.
Oh, I got you, Tiffany. Don't worry. And then there's some people that's been in the chat. BB, I got you. You emailed your story. I'm going to go read it. And matter of fact, it may even be on Calls from Beyond tonight, depending on how creepy it is.
Yeah. And also, so if you guys have been following Truly Bizarre, I've been keeping up with the Terrifying Internet video series. So if you have a video you want us to show on that, you can join the Truly Bizarre Discord. There's a page there, or you can just email it to thetrulybizarre@gmail.com, or even just send it to Calls from Beyond and be like, for creepy internet video compilation, and then probably both of us will use it. I'm gonna be so real.
Yep. Shout out to, and I just wanted to show some love to both chats. I know you've been in there. All of our regulars on Calls from Beyond. I'm gonna because I'm on my chat right now. I'm gonna let you shout them out. But good shout out to Ray, to Pear Tata Salad. You guys have been in here. Tabby, let's see, Yasmin, my patrons. Hey y'all, hey. If you guys are wondering about spiritual practices, I do teach spirituality over on Patreon. You are welcome to join us. We are like 800 and something strong over there, and we have a good time. We have our chat and we chill. All of our chat are our gifters. Thank you so much, all of our super chatters and all that good stuff.
Yes.
Let's see.
Over on Calls from Beyond, we have all of our amazing members. We got Christy. We got I forgot to say, we did get a Cash App from Keisha, little with the little man.
Oh, that's
it was a $5 for sending love and support to y'all. So we appreciate that.
Keisha.
Shout out to the warm apple juice.
Yes.
Warm apple juice.
Yeah, but that's our little uncle of the channel. Yep. Shout out to him.
But shout out to Christy, Alexis. We got Jessica. We got Mari. We got
We got
a lot of new faces too. A lot of faces I haven't seen. Peach.
I know.
Crazy call.
I know she's not probably chatting because I told her like I want her to be a little more anonymous. But shout out to my baby Max. You're the best. She watches every week. That's the only kid that I would feel comfortable watching this show because we be cussing. I be cussing at home too. So shout out to my baby Max. Shout out to Lauren, who is my moderator and has been keeping up with all the chats. She's my assistant. She's amazing. Shout out to Mari. Yes, I just said Mari before, but Mari.
K5 is probably watching today.
Yes. Too. Shout out to K5. And if my Tootie man is watching, hey, I'll be home soon. Tiffany, she's in a warm apple juice is fire. But we just appreciate you guys on the channel. We're trying to grow it as quickly as we can. Y'all showed up and showed out tonight, and we hope to do it all again the same exact way next week. So if your notification bells are not on for Calls from Beyond and even the Black Cauldron, please turn it on, and the Truly Bizarre. I will be tagging that down below.
And
I'm about to say,
just don't forget, y'all, you only got until the end of the night to secure that $200 discount. If you're trying to slide to Bali with us.
Yes. Actually, I got permission from Brandon. The trip advisor or coordinator.
Spin a block?
We're going to spin the block for y'all tomorrow too. So
2-day special.
2-day special, just because I love y'all, and we're down to 5 spots. Okay, that's it. Someone did cancel, so that lifted up one more spot for us. But if you want to come to Bali with me,
Bally's? That's right down the street.
Child, I was about to say, I don't want to go to that haunted ass portal down the street.
The old MGM?
Right. But if you want to come to Bali with me and my homegirls and do bald head, hood rat, spiritual shit.
George and I are the bald-headed ones.
Yes. Then come on. Come on.
And if you didn't get enough of us tonight, you can go to Calls from Beyond on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Listen to it there. If you want more of Noah and myself, you can go to the Black Cauldron on YouTube or the Truly Bizarre on YouTube. We both just literally just like farted out a bunch of content for you in the last 2 days.
And I will be dropping a video tonight on the UAP. So make sure you turn the notification bells on. And until next week, y'all do good, be good, and stay safe.
It's time now.
The healing music.
To open your third solar plexus. The chakra kundalini. Breathing. You're going to breathe in. Breathe out.
I don't know what you